Quick disclaimer before we get into today's video. After the video we did the other day, I feel like I've got to put this one out there. The game looks absolutely tremendous and I'm so excited for it. I have been for about a year and we are definitely going to be playing it. In this video we are going to specify primarily what it is that we had an issue with the cooperative play. So make sure you listen to it right to the end because I feel like a lot of you guys didn't understand where I was coming from. Anywho, with that being said, let's dive on into it. Alright then guys, what's going on? Kyle Plays here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Evil West. Now this is a game that has been on my radar for about the last year or so, and this is a game that has just recently kind of tanked my main viewpoint on it based on its cooperative play, which although it is not a mainly multiplayer game, it has focused quite heavily on it. They managed to post up an overview video with regards to that, so we're going to take a look at this today and see whether this is going to be worth your time or not. Like I stated, we posted up a video the other day with regards to this, and it got a bit of a mixed response, and a lot of people kind of flurrying down this whole solo gameplay sort of style, and that's absolutely fine. I wasn't making any knocks on a solo play, it just isn't really my main forte, and I like to enjoy games with my friends, as that's what I think is probably more important when it comes to the gameplay and the reason why a lot of people game. But that is my opinion all the same. Anyway, we're going to dive on into this, so if you haven't already, make sure you smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, we're going to take a look at the first clip where they actually introduce it itself. So essentially the way the clip starts off is Flying Wild Hog actually introduces the cooperative play and how it is actually in operation. It's actually quite an interesting one, although really confusing. So let's take a look at what it is.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Tomasz Kopp. I'm a lead producer at Flying Wild Hog working on Evil West, and today we're stoked to give you a first look at the game's cooperative multiplayer. We have designed our game to be an exciting, old-school, gore-smashing, vampire-slashing, single-player action first and foremost. Still, if you want to enjoy the entire campaign with your friend, our two-person online co-op has got you covered. Evil West's co-op is simple and straightforward, so both players play as Jesse and only the host progresses the storyline. On the other hand, the challenge grows and some encounters have a slightly different enemy composition to spice things up. Alright, agents, the entire Flying Wild Hog team wishes you a splendiferous trip to the Weird West. Enjoy the gameplay.
Now it states here that you can play through the entire campaign with your friend, and this is where the confusion is settling in for a lot of players in regards to that. So the way that they've kind of essentially made it, they've made it really simple. You both play as Jesse, and you will essentially have to invite or join up on a friend to be able to get into that play session. From that play session, only the host will actually progress through that storyline. The second player will not. They are just there for, we'll call it the enjoyability. So let's put this into a perspective when we start looking into this and why this was actually a problem for me as an overall. I fully understand a lot of people are going to want to play this solo, and after hearing this, I'm probably going to play this solo as well, but irrelevant to it nonetheless. If they're going to focus so heavily on the cooperative multiplayer, which they've dedicated their own video to it at this point, and it gets mentioned quite a fair amount from Flying Warthog, this is something which makes no sense to me. So say if we're in a scenario where somebody is wanting to play with their friend, they get involved, they go down the storyline about 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 hours, and they dive into the rabbit hole. They're about 3/4, if not maybe even less, to be fair. We don't actually know how long this game is, so I mean it could be about halfway through the game, and then that other person who is hosting it gets bored and doesn't play it again. You then have to reprogress through that entire storyline on your own or with a different friend, with the repeat might actually be the thing that happens. This is something which is quite frustrating in regards to this. I'm not too sure why in 2022 that's actually a process they've been running down. This is where the issue lied with me mainly. I think that this is something that you guys will always kind of like lean towards the developer on with this degree, but mainly because they make the games that you play, and I think we're all becoming a little bit more accustomed to the way that developers are making games at the moment, which although maybe the way that this is and maybe the way that everybody's getting used to is definitely wrong. Why in 2022 we can't have a online multiplayer cooperative play where we both progress and both actually are able to save in the same spot and then whoever hosts it loads up the position that they're in would definitely work a lot better in my eyes personally. I just feel like it's not a really difficult thing to achieve and is not something that you should really let amiss. I don't really know how that's going to work. So this is going to be something that we're going to dive into and take a look at when Evil West actually launches later on next week. It's going to be an interesting one indeed. This is one that I really do enjoy, but I just kind of need to stress what it was that was genuinely the issue with this, considering they're focusing quite heavily on the cooperative multiplayer two-man activity. It's not a basis that it's not a multiplayer and it's primarily a single player game, but it is a basis of if you're going to make anything a multiplayer and make it cooperative, at least make it multiplayer and make it cooperative, don't make it partially. That's my overall statement for that one, and I want to know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. If you agree with me, please do let me know. If you don't, then again, please let me know. Happy to get some discussions going in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate all your faces. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. And until the next time, I will see you guys in just a few days for Evil West.